What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Big Faith Podcast. And we have with us today, like this is my podcast, I'm featured today, but you have ACJ, Allison Jones, also known as Style Game AJ, and I'm here with my best friend.
Yeah.
What's your name again? Irish Porter. Hey, girl.
Do you know what today is?
It's
my
her
anniversary.
Hey,
Hey, for me.
anniversary. Oh, I did that.
Why y'all was that miss up a song?
They're celebrating 10 years, y'all.
10 whole years.
10 years.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
I know.
Mm.
And who would have thought
Mm.
I would be married
Yeah.
to a whole grown man for 10 years?
For
So
real.
today we want to talk about how we're going to navigate our friendship. You know how they always say you should not have single friends.
God, this
And
is
okay, when they say
horrible
single,
stigma.
we have been friends we met in college.
Yes. When I was getting my master's degree,
Mhm.
actually, one of our friends introduced us and swears that I stole her away. Or no, other friends. Well,
Yeah.
other friends, she swears that she's been stolen from her because whenever she introduces Irish to us,
anybody.
to anybody,
She
they
said,
seem
I steal. I don't
she
steal.
steals, and I'm
I just
like,
got a
no.
personality that y'all love.
And we love her too. It's
I
just
know.
she always swears that happens. But we met when she and her friend, we were getting our masters together, and that was in 2008.
What, 2008? And we've been inseparable ever since.
I know.
I actually share my whole husband with her. That's how much I love her. But not really. Not really. I'll explain how I share my husband with her.
And we have a whole son together too. Yeah. I didn't carry him though. Yeah, y'all get our drift.
Yeah, I don't even understand why my child act like you.
He loves me.
No.
He does.
So today we want to talk about how do we navigate our friendship with me being married and her being single. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, for most people, I know this is a hard thing to tackle.
Yeah.
But not for us.
I don't think so, because I feel like sometimes people are always like, oh, well, you can still have your group of married friends, your group of single friends, but everybody's always like, no, you just can't have single friends now that you're married. You can't refuse. And it's just, well, you should just refute that and just get away from it. And it's just like, gosh, you know what? I'm still a person too. Even though I'm not married, I'm in a relationship.
Right.
And I feel like marriage is relationship. It's just
it is
another tier, a deeper and more.
You're still living in sin. You're living in sin.
Yeah, but
call a spade a spade.
That's fine. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I can still communicate with her, and we can still have a friendship.
Yeah,
despite me not being married. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I think it's okay.
So you know what I think we should do?
What?
Let's dive into our first question.
Yeah,
let's dive into that.
They're probably tired of us rambling.
I know.
All the cackling.
Okay. First question. Oh no. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. First question. How do you stay connected when lifestyles and schedules are drastically different?
So, okay, like I said before, I'm coming from a single standpoint. Mm-hmm. I know with me, and she already knows me, I'm more of a person who has always been, I care about the other person, like overly. Sometimes too much to, I won't say to use the big word as detriment, but to a fault, right? Right. So with me, when we're navigating things like that, I try to make sure that I'm not, I wouldn't say like bombarding, but I'm not like overloading or, doing too much, because you have to respect the fact that your friends who are married, they have families. Just because you don't have a husband and kids doesn't mean that they have all the time in the world that they used to have when you were single. And I could just call you 24 hours a day and be like, girl, what you doing this on the phone? It's like they have businesses to run. They have children to raise, husbands to make sure that they are okay.
And so her and Trent has this little thing where their relationship benefits me. Mm-hmm. I didn't understand that at first. Mm-hmm. But y'all talk about me. Y'all talk about me.
He needs somebody in his corner sometimes. Just a bit rough. In a good.
You know what?
In a good way.
Both of y'all need that from me though.
Yeah.
You know, so but I can appreciate our relationship because even though we do get busy and things do get hard for us, I can always call her.
Yeah.
I can always call. It don't matter what time it is, but we respect boundaries. We set boundaries. Yeah, we set boundaries early on without even saying it.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like an understanding. What's understood doesn't need to be stated.
Yep.
You just know, and then with friendships, if it's a true friendship, in my opinion, you just understand that things change, and you accept that, and you grow with it, and you just prayerfully you don't grow away from each other. But in this case, it didn't happen. But you just try to respect that. You just try to navigate that friendship in the new realm that it's in. It's just something different. The person hasn't changed. Well, they have changed in a sense, but they're still that person. You're just like, okay, I have to love you in a different capacity now because now I'm loving you at every and the husband that you marry and the children that you have too. It's just even more love, especially when you're in a good relationship with your friend.
Yeah, because like my marriage actually it benefits you too, and then like your relationship with me benefits my son, my husband. Like we merged it all together.
Yeah, and it allows me to see a marriage that is a millennial marriage. We put it like
that's healthy and successful.
Exactly. Yeah, right out of my mouth.
Yeah, because we work hard at it, and then like and we most definitely make sure people around us benefit from our successes, especially in the marriage.
And with transparency.
Yeah.
That's another beautiful thing about it too. It's nothing sugar-coated. It's nothing social media fit. It's more like, oh no, this is how I am if you met me outside of what you see on social media. And
right.
I think a lot of people sometimes feel like, oh my gosh, they act so differently on the screen than that. Like, no, you're gonna get the same person when it comes to the quarters. Like all day.
All day. Yeah, I don't sugarcoat this. But you know what? To be honest with you, a lot of people don't know that candid side of me. Yeah, I've toned down a lot. That's good. Don't do that. I can't help it.
So sweet.
At times. But you know.
I mean, we just, like you said, boundaries and just understanding that just because the title has changed doesn't mean the friend has changed. Like, you just respect them and you're just like, okay. I know my lane and I stay in it, but I'm also able to be in with my friend as well. I be in that lane with them as well. And I understand it. And that's what I think it's really about. Like you said, the boundaries.
The boundaries.
That's a big part. I think if you can respect the boundaries as a single friend, your relationship should be good, That's, I mean, and I don't know, I guess ours is just
we're different.
I know it's just different, but that's what I feel.
I think we have and I like to use this word, a divine friendship and connection.
Yes.
Yeah. Because a lot of times when relationships are orchestrated by God, excuse the noise, we sitting outside on my patio. Yeah.
Any other time in the Big Faith podcast, where is she? Inside. But she want to have us outside with the bugs. And this. Y'all hear that?
Pettiness, I swear. Okay, next question. Where am I? Right here? Yeah. Okay. How do you stay connected when life's no, we already did that one. Okay, we're right here. Hush. Do single women feel comfortable sharing relationship frustration or dating experiences with their married friends?
So, yes. As for me, this is
she overshares.
I am an oversharer. So yeah, she probably and even now, but even the past though, when I was in college and all that kind of stuff, I was always an oversharer. I'd always be the one when she'd be probably looking at me like, girl.
I had to keep on the straight and narrow. I've always been the wholesome friend, the mother of the group.
That is true. No, I will agree on that. She always has been the mother of the group, with everybody else who's just around here living our best lives. But yeah, she Wait, what was the question again? Let me make sure I'm right.
That's why you shouldn't be so
Yeah. I'm a person that I was never, and the thing about it is, yes, I'm an oversharer, but Irish never made me feel like I was ever doing too much.
Yeah.
She never was like closed-minded. She never made me feel like, judged. And that's a big thing too, because sometimes I feel like single friends, oh, I can't share with my married friend now because now she's, she did something before God, and that's the most sacred thing you can do. It's blessed, and now they're gonna look at me differently. And it's just like she created a space for me that I would never feel that way. No, and of course, I have other friends who do the same thing. But yeah, it's just a space that she was just like, no, you can talk to me about anything. It's okay.
I try to create that for everybody that I'm connected to, though. Yeah. I don't ever try to judge anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want them to feel comfortable.
So with our relationship, hey Ace, I never felt frustrated when I was sharing with her. Even when she got married, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, now I can't share with you. She would still get me together.
Now she share with my husband. I'm like, girl.
Yeah, he's included too. That's the beautiful thing about the partnership that we all have. You see that word, partners. We're all partners.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, well, you can answer this. Do you feel like it's vice versa? Like you're okay?
Yeah, most definitely. That I don't. Even though you are considered single and living in sin,
hey, she gonna call it out every time.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just playing too. By the way, that's our relationship.
That's our banter.
We're gonna call each other out
every time
on stuff. But yeah, I don't feel. And you know what I like? My husband can come to you and talk to you too.
Yeah, that's nothing too. When he feels like, and that's another thing they do too. They'll be like, okay, we had to call a third party, and usually I am the third party because it's more of a neutral. I'm going to listen to both sides. I'm not going to try to take sides. Even though Irish was my friend before I even knew Trent existed, but I'm still going to be a person. I'm an advocate for what's right.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I and I always say, but they probably, I don't say it anymore, but I used to always be like, I know I'm single, but this is coming from a single person's perspective, like trying to put that disclaimer out there.
But you know why we call you? I don't think you know why.
No, why?
Because you're a healthy dose of God.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, like you have your relationship with God.
I love that.
That's what it is.
Gosh, that means more to me than anything.
Because like, for us, it's all about, if you did not have that, we wouldn't share.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we don't share she knows things about us that probably nobody knows, but yeah.
Yes, I mean, our dynamic, there's no frustrations.
No, none whatsoever.
I chose that question, so it's probably like, why you chose that? But yeah, it's no frustration with us.
Well, let's go to the next one. Let's see. What advice would you give to women navigating friendships across different life stages?
That's a good question. What advice would I give them? We've already talked about the boundaries. I would definitely make sure if you have friends who are in different, because as we get older, we're going to have friends who are experiencing different stages. Married, some people are transitioning out of marriage. Some people are just getting married. So just being supportive.
Mm-hmm.
Setting boundaries. Oops, sorry, I didn't even put it. Setting boundaries, respecting those boundaries as well. Keeping God in the midst, or in the mix. Sorry, not the midst, but in the mix. Yeah. Because when He's at the forefront, you can definitely lead and garner your relationships, cultivate those relationships, in my opinion, even better. Because, how you love yourself is also how God loves you and how you love others.
I got a question.
Okay.
What if, when you decide to get married and whoever you marry does not want the same type of dynamic as me and Trent have with you, how are you going to navigate that?
That's a good question. To be honest, I wouldn't want somebody who wouldn't be okay with.
But what if God says that's your person?
Oh! I really have to pray about that. Because you guys are so, where you're like,
we're secondary.
I know.
You got to be obedient.
That's true.
You got to be obedient. So
it would have to be, I would definitely be obedient. It would be tough. it would have to be something. I mean, because it would limit all of the interactions, all the time we spend together, and that would be hard for me because you guys are some people who are like centered in my life. We're gonna use that word.
Yeah, but
so it would be like that goes back to boundaries. I would just have to be with my mate, respect his wishes because he's the leader, and then also understand that. Oh man, but I would hope that he would understand too that I don't want to like give up the relationship.
It has to be altered.
Yeah, so I can do that.
Yeah, you have to alter it, and you have to be okay with it. Change is inevitable. I'm just saying.
It's all about me.
No, it's not.
What about what I want?
And you believe that too?
No,
you really don't believe that.
I'm not that kind of person. I would sit down and respect it, but I would also let them know like I can limit it, but we have to work on the whole thing where I just couldn't stop it cold turkey because you're still my friend. Like I'm not gonna stop being your friend, but I will respect the fact
your husband comes first and what he wants comes first.
Right. So I respect that fact and be like, okay, I'll clean up on that.
Matter of fact, let me be very candid. We had one of our mutual, I'm not gonna say the name, one of our mutual male friends that I talked to more than anybody. I used to talk to more than anybody. When me and Trent first got together, he was like, yeah, I'm not comfortable. There's going to be no male friends. Because I'm like, what? Why? But why?
Right.
And then I thought about it. I'm like, even though there was never anything that happened, he was truly a male friend. Would I be comfortable with him having female friends? And I was like, absolutely not. Because 9 times out of 10, a male has had different types of encounters with a woman that they saying that is a female friend.
Right.
That particular friend respected Trent, and he told me straight up, he was like, hey, you're about to marry him, and if he's not comfortable with me being around, I'm taking a step back. I love you. There's nothing changed, and I miss him. I do, and he's doing great. I love seeing like all of the great things he's doing.
Yeah.
But I had to respect what my husband wanted.
Yeah, and that's big.
That's big. Like, So you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to put on your big girl panties. Those big grandma ones that you put on, you got to put them on. Yeah.
And then I also think the other part about that too, the mere fact that he didn't put up a fight either shows that the respect factor and the love for you too, where it wasn't like, man, I don't understand why he tripping like that. I don't even, it was more like okay.
That let me know right then and there that he was truly my friend one. Truly my friend.
Perfect.
And he really did have a love and respect for everything that I had going on.
Yeah, you're right. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so, and and we've been there for each other. Like when his mom passed away, I was there.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, that question was a good one. Yeah. So I would definitely respect my husband. And hopefully he'd be willing to work with me to be like, okay, yeah, this is what I want, but I know your friendship with Irish and Trent, and more so Irish runs deep. But like, this is what I'll be okay with, because you want somebody to feel comfortable. You don't want them to feel like, dang, she don't even respect me. I asked her something. I don't feel comfortable with this. So that's another part too. So yeah, I definitely would. I know I'm up here playing, but I would. My personality is like that too. I'm more of like, I want people to be okay.
You're a people pleaser.
Oh, I know. And it's not, and it's, sometimes it's not good.
It's not.
It's really not. Sometimes it's really not good. But I don't want people to be upset. I want to make sure they're okay. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable even sometimes at the expense of how I feel. And like I said, I'm not saying that that's great, but when it comes to a husband and a marriage and all that kind of stuff, one thing I think about my parents, I used to always say, this is funny. My parents were married for like almost 47 years, right? And so when I was younger, when my dad would like do like discipline and stuff, because my mother never disciplined me. Never.
Really? It was my dad. My dad never
No, really, it was the opposite for you. My mother never disciplined me. So whenever he would be like dishing out the the punishment or getting ready to spank me or use the belt, I'd be looking at her like, you never saved me. Why do you let him do this to me? You never saved me.
They had a bond, right? When I tell you, my
That
parents were
right
the same
there.
way.
So that's all
They
I
was
was
on
gonna
the
say.
same page.
You see, my mother was like, I learned later on. I was like, let me tell y'all, married folk out here, that pillow talk is some kind of different
Who
drug.
you telling?
Because
Caleb do us the same way. He'd be like, "But mommy, daddy did this," and I said so. And
I just was like, I was like, Mama, and that well later on as I got older, I'm just like, they are really a united front.
yeah,
I'm like,
you
what are
gotta
y'all
be.
talking about in that room? Because
What you mean?
because I'm like,
What
somebody needs to
happens in
save
that
me.
room? What happens in that room? No child should not ever break apart.
Man,
Yeah.
because when I tell you, she used to just be looking. I used to be like, I even told my dad this. I'm like, she never saved me.
And will never save you.
Would never do it. And she would be the one to console me afterwards. But like I said, as I got older, it goes back to what we're talking about with respecting the husband if he made that decision. It's just like that pillow talk.
Some serious.
It's something serious.
Yeah, my parents married 56 years. And it was the same way. It was always go ask your dad. I was just like, child, ain't gonna even waste my time. Because the moment I asked him anything, it was always no. Can I do this? Can I? No. And I get it now. I get like that marriage, that unionship.
It's strong.
So you know, I just clearly I wish I can see 56 years with Trent, but realistically, he already old as dirt. I'm just saying, baby, I love you. I love your old dirty self. But
you're not that old.
So, you know, but I mean, realistically, you know, getting married in your 30s, but we just aspire to have what our parents had, because your parents had such a beautiful unionship as well. Like, I no longer have my mom and dad, and your mom just passed away almost a year ago. And I just want to say this. I'm gonna say this today. Your mom's service, I've never went to a homegoing service where I left out feeling empowered, wanting to do more. Like what she did for the community, who she's like, what she stood for as a woman. Like our mothers were amazing. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. My mama was 9 months pregnant, and she laid the bricks on the house. She was 9 months pregnant with me.
Okay.
And laid bricks on the house with my daddy. That's the type of foundation they built together. Like, let us build, and they love me and my siblings' properties. They were thinking about us way ahead of time. Like, now you see people building compounds and stuff. They love us that.
Right.
You know, like, and I want to be able to do that for my family on another level.
Me too. That's one thing I look forward to being married, the partnership.
Yeah.
The growing together, the building. That happens on top of the love that comes in and the wealth, the generational wealth that you grow to, or you eventually achieve, you put it like that. But yeah, my mom, they were, living with my dad now, just like when we were talking about her when I came home to talk about her cancer ministry, just not even realizing some of the things that she just did.
Right.
And how it helped other people. And then even at her service, people kept coming up. Even my cousin was just like, "Man, you and your daddy, you sent my aunt off right." And I was like, "That means a lot."
One of the best funerals I've been to.
I was like, "That's
top notch." Yes, top notch.
I was like, she deserved every bit of it.
Yeah. That was my girl. That was my girl.
Oh Lord, don't make me cry.
Don't you stop.
I'm not gonna do it. It was coming when you were.
But you know, I'm not trying to make you cry, but you know, it is October and it is Breast Cancer Month, and you know, your mother was such a fighter,
an advocate. I'm telling you, for breast cancer awareness and cancers overall. but definitely breast cancer awareness, because my mother died from metastatic breast cancer.
Yeah.
So stage 4 at that. But I feel like she fought the hardest.
Yeah.
Because she was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was in the 3rd grade. Then she went into remission, then she got it again. But long story short, please go and get your mammograms. Please go, if you're checking your boobs yourself, make sure you're doing it correctly.
Right.
But if you find something, go and see your doctor, and then be a strong advocate for not being turned away. Because, as Black women, sometimes we are underserved when it comes to people really respecting how we feel. If I'm telling you I feel something, I need you to listen to me so I can really get this checked out. So it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's all about the pink.
All about it.
But in church, that's what we call it. It's all about the pink.
All about the pink.
So yeah, definitely go get your mammograms. I already have mine. They already sent me something from, I work for Brady Health System in Atlanta. Already sent me my little reminder that you need to be seeing us. And I'm like, I'll be there. Especially because my mom, like I said, she died from breast cancer. So yeah, make sure y'all get your mammograms. The boobs matter. Okay.
They do.
I know this is a Big Faith podcast. I'm just saying.
I'm
like, don't talk about the boobs too much.
You're talking about it in a respectful way. Okay?
Yeah, they matter. Just go out there and get them with anything. Like, it matters. And remember to tell them Allison sent you.
Allison C. Jones.
Exactly. Never forget the C and a 1L, not 2.
Oh, goodness. Well, you know what? I think that's it.
Yeah, guys.
We're going to try to come back on tomorrow.
Yeah, I really want to
come back. How can I not mention this? So tomorrow is the big day. We are going to be at Barnes & Noble's in Tallahassee at from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock for the release of our book, Big Faith, A Love Beyond Us. Me and Trent finally did this thing. Yeah. This has been years in the making. And we're just really excited about it.
I'm excited.
It's when I tell you, it's so powerful.
The new porters, y'all. They're not just porters, they're new porters.
Yeah, man. It's big. When God blesses you with your own lineage.
Man. The new porters. Okay? Respect it.
Yeah, so
Come out, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Come join us.
Show the support. Get your book signed. I mean, I can sign it for you if you don't want Irish to. But come out. I'm just kidding. Yeah, come out so she can sign your book.
You know what?
You can meet the new porters.
You know what? Anybody need a friend? I got one for sale right now.
Hey. So. Price tag is high. Instagram video where they were doing that. That's why I did that. But anyway, yeah, if you're on,
you're so worldly.
I'm all about the culture. Yeah. God is dope. Walk by faith,
not by sight.
Not by sight. Yes.
Okay.
I'm all about it.
Big faith, big blessings.
Big love too.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.